You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. Well, let's dig deep into the Deshaun Watson contract. And let's point out something that hasn't been brought up because as of March 11th, the NFL and the teams in the NFL that kind of was interested in Deshaun Watson acted like everything was good, nothing to see here. Please move along when it came to Deshaun Watson and those 22 civil lawsuits. Why? Because a grand jury in Houston decided to not indict him criminally. Now, the contract has been dug into by Mike Florio, and it's a black eye, if there ever was, on the Cleveland Browns in the NFL. It's downright shameful. It is shameful. A Chiefs player, Mitchell Schwartz, just flat slammed it. I mean, slammed it. He said, surely everybody involved here realizes that a non-indictment doesn't absolve him of most of this. It don't. And the lack of media coverage, the privilege that the media has shown Deshaun Watson has been pathetic. I mean, especially when you consider the non-stop coverage that was Michael Vick and Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, it was continuous, hot and heavy for weeks and weeks and weeks. Keep in mind something. The damn Spygate thing with the Patriots got a hell of a lot more coverage than Deshaun Watson and nefarious activities allegedly around 22 women. Put that in your mind and slosh it around a little bit. Damn Deflategate got more coverage than this. Absolutely pathetic by the mainstream media, but they don't want to touch it. Oh, no. Twitter and anybody else that's woke will call them a bunch of racists. Deshaun Watson's black. So, that's something that just keeps getting lost is the lack of actual coverage in this. And I think teams use that to their advantage. Now, over at PFT, Florio did a little digging. Deshaun Watson's not out of the criminal woods here at all. At all. This could still go the other way. And it is unbelievable what the Cleveland Browns decided to pay this guy, the language they put in the contract. It is so embarrassing for the NFL. It is absolutely pathetic. Deshaun Watson definitely avoided criminal prosecution? No, he has not. It has been widely assumed that the March 11 decision of a Houston grand jury to not indict Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson means he'll never face criminal prosecution for any of the events related to the habit of pursuing massage therapists via social media and having some of the encounters turn into, let's just say, nefarious activities. That may not be the case. First, the complaints that can be presented to a grand jury, again, as long as the statute of limitations has not expired, jeopardy doesn't attach itself until the jury is impaneled at trial. At the grand jury stage, charges can be pursued on multiple occasions. Now, this is where it gets really damn interesting. Second, the federal government could get involved if it believes that Watson specifically paid to bring someone across state lines for the purposes of nefarious encounters. I'm cleaning that up for YouTube. Attorney Tony Busby has tried to instigate such an investigation in the past. By all appearances, it has gotten no traction. However, the Department of Justice doesn't usually take out a billboard regarding its investigations. It's still possible that the feds could pursue the matter. It's possible that they secretly are. So the federal government, the Department of Justice, could be investigating Deshaun Watson right now criminally. That could be a thing, and nobody's talking about it. Watson's legal team is confident that he's in the clear. Well, of course, you're going to have a pompous attorney banging his chest like King Kong on this. Otherwise, attorney Rusty Hardin wouldn't have allowed Watson to testify in depositions related to 22 civil cases after the grand jury decided 9 days ago not to charge him. Yeah, but the one thing very quickly we haven't talked about is the fact that you might get somebody with the feds or otherwise down in Houston that decides they want to make a name off themselves and pursue Deshaun Watson. You need to think about that, or you get different leadership, more law and order leadership down in the Houston area. They may say, oh no, remember Deshaun Watson? You're not skating. We're coming after you again. And here are the Cleveland Browns having made this commitment, and let me show you the commitment because it is absolutely embarrassing. It is embarrassing what the Browns have done here. Man, you got rid of Baker for this guy? The Browns were out of the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes until they dug extra deep in the couch cushions of Jimmy Haslam's Cleveland steamship. So how much money will they be paying Watson? We've gotten our eyes on the details per a source with knowledge. Here's the breakdown. It's as simple as it gets. Signing bonus, $44.965 million, fully guaranteed. 2022 base salary, $1.035 million, fully guaranteed. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 years in a row of $46 million fully guaranteed. That is absolutely embarrassing under these circumstances. That is embarrassing. To give you some context, Mike Vick came back, signed with the Eagles, got $1.6 million, no guaranteed money whatsoever. I'm just putting that in a little perspective for you to keep that in the back of your mind if this ends up going in a different direction for Deshaun Watson, which I have now presented. It very well could. Okay? He gets $46 million each and every year. Each year, the relative impact on the cap will shrink. Now, this is where it gets really embarrassing. It's like the Cleveland Browns just said, we will sell our soul to the devil. As previously reported, there's no signing bonus forfeiture or voiding of future guarantees based on existing allegations against Watson. If he's suspended by the league, the guarantees remain. And I can tell you right now, Outkick just posted this a little while ago. A source told Outkick's Armando Seguero, one of the best in the business, that Watson will likely be suspended for 4 to 6 games next year. 4 to 6 games. And they're guaranteeing this scumbag his salary in full whether he is playing or not. And the current structure minimizes the financial impact of a suspension given that he'd lose only $60,882 for each game missed. If for some reason a suspension doesn't happen until 2024, the Browns would convert most of the $46 million to a guarantee, dropping the salary to the minimum and once again minimizing the cost of the suspension. Now, Florio, rightfully so, calls out the league in this. It seems like an all too convenient loophole, but plenty of players and teams have done it in the past. The league presumably could impose a separate fine aimed at reversing the impact of the obvious manipulation of the consequences of a suspension. So in other words, these players get suspended, it didn't hurt them a bit. Man, the NFL looks terrible right now. The Cleveland Browns look terrible right now. And for all of that media coverage, hey, he didn't get indicted criminally by a grand jury. Well, guess what? They can still come back and do it again. And this time, they can nail him, and the Browns are on the hook financially for it. And even worse, he could get indicted federally if the Department of Justice decides they want to come after his ass. If they find out there was some nefarious transactions across state lines they can come after Deshaun Watson. And congratulations, Cleveland Browns fans. This would be your guy. The Department of Justice would be coming after. This is nuts. And the NFL continues to look terrible. Just bowing down to scumbag after scumbag after absolute pathetic scumbag. And I will give some Brown fans credit. There are a lot of Browns fans out there that are none too happy about this dude being on the Cleveland Browns right now. The other ones, they don't care. I don't know why. I can't believe character's not a thing. Doesn't come through your thought process. You don't give a damn about it. You just want to win football games. But for some Brown fans, I give you credit. There was noticeable outrage, and some Browns fans did not want this guy anywhere around the team. Credit to those fans, you know. Credit to those fans. Personally speaking, I would have kept Baker. Or I would have went and got Jimmy Garoppolo. Or I would have found somebody else that I thought was an upgrade. Okay, or maybe better than Baker. But it wouldn't have been this guy. It wouldn't have been. Sorry. It just wouldn't. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. This could end up going tragically, horribly bad for the Browns. I hope it does, frankly. The NFL and the Browns deserve it if it happens. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.